Hi everyone, I'm Aemilia, the sports physiotherapist here at Be Well Allied Health. The holiday season is fast upon us, and for most of us this means long stints of driving to see our family and friends or to just finally get out of Melbourne. For some of us, this is coupled with lower back pain of some form. Prolonged sitting, whole body low frequency vibration, and the constrained postures such as the body experiences in a car can lead to back pain. But don't throw away the long drives just yet. Here are my top tips for helping with back pain on a long drive. First, adjust your seat and headrest for optimal posture. So, to do this, you want to bring yourself forward so that you're comfortable, but also don't feel squashed. The easiest way to measure this is to reach your arms out like so in front of you. You want your steering wheel to rest at your wrist level so that when you bring your hands back onto the steering wheel, your forearms and elbows are relaxed and the tension is taken off your upper back and shoulders. You also want to make sure that when you're seated, that your knees are sitting below your hip height. This means that you're not at right angles in the seat. Your knees are slightly below, opening up the hip angles and reducing some of the pressure on the lower back, hamstrings, and also, importantly, the sciatic nerve. Finally, to help this position, you may actually change the angle of your seat back so that it's at 100 degrees or more, slightly more only, to make yourself a bit more comfortable and make it easier to hold that sustained posture. Always remembering to really wiggle yourself so that your back is really nicely supported in the back of the chair. Next, if your car doesn't actually have any decent support in the lumbar region, you may want to improve this as well. One of the easiest ways to do this is to grab a towel at home, like this one, fold it up so that you get thirds, and then gently roll it so that you can place it into the small of your back. Now, I'm just going to scoot away from the camera slightly. The small of your back is that space just above your hips, in this space here, and below your waist. So I would take my roll and I would place it in this gap, just like so. And this just allows me to feel a little bit more comfortable in my seat. Now, that we've got that in the right position, the last thing to consider in terms of posture is your steering wheel grip. Previously, before there were airbags in lots and lots of cars, what we were told was we would have our hands at 10 and 2. And this would increase the tension through the shoulders and also mean that you weren't able to relax your arms, so that your arms are always on some sort of tension, increasing the pressure on the mid-back, neck and shoulders. Nowadays, because of the change with airbags, we also want to make sure that we're safe when we're driving. So the information that we've now provided with the research out there is to actually bring your hands down lower to 9 and 3 o'clock. This allows you to rest your elbows on the armrests if necessary, further taking the pressure off the neck and shoulders, but also just by lowering your arms, instantly you feel a nice relaxed posture as opposed to having extra tension through these areas. A few of my other simple tips and tricks are to use your cruise control where possible. That way you can have both of your feet planted on the ground and take your weight evenly side to side, reducing the pressure on your lower back. The other option as well, if you've got it available in your car, is to use your heat function in your seat. Having that on keeps the muscles nice and warm, but also keeps them nice and relaxed. Finally, if you don't have those available to you, you might consider something like a heat patch that you can stick directly onto your skin, easily picked up at the chemist or also at Be Well Allied Health when you're next in, or a heat pack that you can keep nice and warm and again tuck into that low position through your lower back or even mitts up and down through your mid-back. My very final tip is obviously to make sure you break up your drive, stop at the rest stops, get out and enjoy the environment that you're in. Take time to stretch and relax and then hop back into the car and get going again to your final destination. In my next post, I'll talk about really great stretches that you can do for back pain as it arises when you're driving. And until then, I'm always available for consultation if you need at BWA Allied Health until the end of until just before Christmas, not until the end of the year. See you then. Bye.